And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you, folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Berry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Utah matchup, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday out there with lights out, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. So Boston wins the tip. Shams, no team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. But these Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start for them.
An absolutely loaded roster. Everyone can defend. Everyone can shoot. They love the versatility they have on their team, and you have to be able to play multiple positions and be versatile to play on this team. It's hard to find a weak link, and it's really championship or bust on Boston.
I feel so great for their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I know we'll get into that down the road. Great job he's done.
A young coach who has really found his stride.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to Brooklyn. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Well, an aggressive Antetokounmpo is a good thing for this team. Taking it in. With force to the rack. And getting the foul.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He's off on the second. So Shams, our NBA champion Boston Celtics, last year, a terrific record from beginning to end. Could this be a dynasty in the making?
They have all the necessary ingredients. When you think about their top players, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, this is a group that's locked in for the long term. They have Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford returning. This is a team that has potential to win for the next 3 to 5 years, and that starts with having your key players and your top players locked in. When you think about the teams with dynasty potentials in today's NBA, the Celtics have to be at the top of the list.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Giannis. Lays it up and banks it in.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Lights out, passes to Tatum. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Now Brown. Last time 14 points for him. Drills it from outside. Brown's got 7.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Holiday against Lillard. Over to the left wing. Portis inside the three-point line. Rebounded by the Celtics. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Just 5 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And in last year's playoff Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Celtics second.
Everything clicked for them last year, especially on the perimeter, and they shot a very high percentage. A lot of that due to their offensive schemes.
Brown against Kuzma. Pass to Lillard. Will it go? Basket good.
And Dame Lillard with tremendous concentration there.
Celtics leading by 15. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lights out with the bucket. Lights out's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kuzma, right side. And it's off from three-point range. The Celtics have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Bucks trail by 21. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And he drops it in from the low post. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen. Oh, wait.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Celtics leading by 19 points. Here's lights out. He's got 8. The high post shot, and that one comes up a bit short. The Bucks shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Count that one.
And Portis understands his role in this offense, including when to look to score inside.
Boston is on 4 of 6 from long range here early on. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Al Horford. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
And the Bucks making a change here. Sims is checked in. Prince comes in for Antetokounmpo. Green is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Jackson in for Trent. Lillard scanning the floor. On the wing, Green. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Pritchard, he's checked in for lights out. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Kevin Porter comes in for Lillard.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Free throw no good for Giannis.
Well, if you think that Giannis was going to stop working after he won a title, what do you think he's going to do in the years that they don't? This guy continues to be one of the hardest workers in the NBA.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
With 4 seconds on the clock, And he goes big with the dunk right over Al Horford.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And so it's Boston, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their transition game has been in full effect, and we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So if you get a steal and you can get out in transition, they seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Tatum and Horford man the post positions. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Picked him clean. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And White kicks to Tatum. Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text, when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later. But NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing two things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
The shot's good. Brown making the play. Craig's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost...
I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Boston leading by 19 points. Shoots the three. Here's Porzingis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Down low. Pass to Pritchard. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Prince. And so it's Prince with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road trip. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Craig passes to Pritchard. Buries it from three-point range. Pritchard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's lights out. Pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Left side, Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. A wide open look here for Craig. Porter pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Prince. Rebounded by the Celtics. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Brown with the bounce pass. Lights out, misses. Bucks trail by 20. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's lights out. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent's checked in for Jackson. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. Bucks trail by 21. Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Brown jams it in.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
So it's the Bucks now, coming off that loss against the Nets.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Brown outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Prince outside. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's in there. Brown's got 17.
And this is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. On offense, here are the Celtics. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Lights out, misses.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
Well, let me look at your phone. Wait a minute. Hold on. That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he says.
Now, you can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Lights out, misses. Buck shooting straight 49% from the field. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the coaching staff wanting a little bit more of this from Trent, forcing his way to the line.
The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Trent Jr. taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Shooting the ball is one thing, but being a reliable, high-character guy is another, and that's what Gary Trent Jr. is.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his 1st and his 3rd year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Now here's Lillard. Over Porzingis. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's the Boston Celtics rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
To center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums, please. They're measuring out the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Thanks for joining us. And first off, let's take a look at the players of the week. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime Diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Bucks.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
And Milwaukee has possession. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. To the paint, here's Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Bucks. Brown against Trent. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Lays it up off the glass. Tatum's got 18 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
From deep, Trent. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Drives to the hoop. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Brown. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. 23 points for Jaylen Brown.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Antetokounmpo. The shot that time, not on target.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Floats one. Jaylen Brown again. Brown's got 25 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Trent against Tatum. Trent outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. And he goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
And what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Porzingis with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. There's the 3. Brown, no good.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing this second half in the mud.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Porzingis.
The muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Derek White's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Prince is checked in. And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So 6-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently He is.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Going inside, and White with the stuff.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics. Al Horford, Sam Hauser, Peyton.
On defense, the Celtics. Antetokounmpo kicks to Trent. Back to Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Dominating in effortless fashion. This is what Giannis does on a consistent basis.
Celtics have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Shoots from the high post, and again it's Boston converting.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 28 points for the game.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
The 3 from Tatum. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
The 3 from Tatum, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
So it's the Celtics now. Here's Tatum with the drive, and slam dunk by Tatum.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Giannis, and he comes up with the deuce. Giannis has got 34 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
White the pass to Horford. Tatum wide open, he fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Giannis, and the layup's good off the glass. That's 36 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Tatum, that's for 2. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, you gotta really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
And the Celtics making a change here. Cade is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Smith checked in for Bobby Portis. Green comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Jackson in for Trent. 1:25 left in the third. Lillard, right side, and he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, the defense sinking and filling the lane, but Lillard stops short and floats one over the top.
White the pass to Keita. To the right side. Celtics passing it around. White, wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The Bucks making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Here's White. Outside, Horford. Back to White. Lets the 3 fly. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Lillard outside. Prince kicks to Lillard. Fires from way outside. And Boston with the rebound.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Horford, no luck. Prince outside. Takes it. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time. He executed.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The guards are Pritchard and White. Then there's Horford. And it's Queta in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Number 30, Sam.
And it's the Bucks ball. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Poked away.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
White against Jackson. Driving inside. And it's sent back by White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Giannis outside. Softly drops in the floater. Giannis has got 38 points.
Well, that was delicate there from Giannis. I like that floater because that becomes unblockable given the massive length.
Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And finished off by Porter.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Jackson against White. Jackson throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Coaches often talk about building a wall to try to stop the Greek Freak, and that time, that wall wasn't strong enough.
White goes in, fouled on the shot, and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Tillman, he's checked in for Boston, and Milwaukee with a change here, too. Trent's checked in for Green. Here's Jackson. Offensive rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's White. Got a piece of it. On the wing, Jackson. And it's White with the rebound. White's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pass to Hauser from downtown, drills the three-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bucks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. White the pass to Pritchard. White, a good look. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Count it. Giannis has got 44.
So much strength and quickness coming from Giannis.
Here's White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Mercy. Watch out. Kevin Porter Jr. coming through with a nasty deuce.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Trent with it. He's picked up by White. Trent passes to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
White. And the 3 off target.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
And White slams it in.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. It's good from long range. White's got 34 points.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
He gets that one. That's 36 points for Derek White.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Bucks. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Antetokounmpo, and got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. White goes in. The rebound by Prince. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And Brent, last season, Giannis became the first player in NBA history to average over 30 points a game on over 60% shooting from the field. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers.
Yeah, incredible stuff, Kevin. And when you think about how much basketball has changed, the variety of shots, the great big men that have dominated the NBA floors for so long, for Giannis to be able to do that in this day and age with the three-point.
And again!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Good, that's another bucket.
And what a night, arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Here's White into the lane.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive.
Yet another bucket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. And good, there's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here are the Celtics with the ball. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Outside, Horford. Pass to Keita. No good with the triple. Right side, out of the Kumbo. Giannis dunks it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Derek White.